Jaden Neville Appetit from Snowboard Addiction. How's it going? Got a number of different clips here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it through and give you some feedback on various things. Sorry to hear your season's come to an end, but you just have to look forward to next season, buddy. Okay, let's have a look. So, first one here, I know you're interested in some feedback on your frontside threes, but that first one was definitely like a really nice frontside one. And that was probably one of the better tricks of your whole thing, because you weren't trying to overdo it. So if you see this takeoff, boom, you landed, you rode away. I like that. I am way more interested in seeing clean tricks like that than forced threes. So what I would say is that front one, what you want to do is you want to see if you can start getting some grabs. So you'll see here you're quite extended in the air. If I was to give you a little bit of a diagram here, your legs are fairly extended. What you want to do is take that exact same front one that you just did, but see if you can do it sucking your legs up. What that's going to do is if you suck your legs up, it's going to make you look like you're even higher. So your board's actually going to look like it's up at this level. If I clear this, by sucking your legs up, it's going to make you look like you're about a foot or two higher in the air, and it's also going to give you more style. So it's going to take that 180 and look like, it's going to make it look gangster. Plus, when you're ready for the grabs, which you're ready for front one grabs, your board will be up there inside grabbing distance. With your legs extended like that, it's going to be very hard. So let's go through and watch a couple of these other ones. Now the next thing here is you did a couple of backside shifties, and I'm going to give you a tip that'll improve your backside shifties. So let's watch this. Back shifty, no problem. You're doing them fine, but what I've got is I have a tip that'll make you even better at them. So you see here how you're getting about a 45 degree angle. And what you actually want to get is you want to get that board to about 90 degrees. You want to see if you can get it full 90 degrees. Now I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. Right as you take off here, can you see that your chest is a bit open? Now, if your chest is open as you take off, and I'll angle the camera down so you can see me a little bit better, is that if your chest is open as you take off, it's very, very hard to backside shifty from an open position. So what you actually want to do is you want to take your shoulders to line up with your board like what I just did. So I moved it from open to lined up. Or even, you can even face your back downhill just that little bit. Now I'm still looking forward. My eyes are still looking, but you see how you can see the back of my t-shirt? This position off the jump is going to give you so much more room to be able to backside shifty. So if you think about going off the jump with either straight shoulders or even better, tweaked this way, so my shoulders and my chest are tweaked towards the tail of my board, what that does is it gives you a lot of room to be able to backside shifty and bring it back. And that's what's going to be the difference between doing a 45 degree shifty, which you're currently doing, versus a 90 degree shifty. So right now, you're getting kind of like 45 degrees, and it's because your chest is already open. Okay, so that's one tip. Let's go through. Getting a good ollie there, nice use of the board. So this is where I think you start going for the front threes, okay? And I'm going to give you some feedback that'll help with the front threes. Is the amount of rotation on this one here is more the rotation that you would have used for a front one. So if you're going to want a front three, you're actually going to have to get a little bit better at your timing off the lip and your entry path. What I mean by timing of the lip is that as you go off the lip, you have to be able to initiate frontside momentum right at that last minute, okay? So if you do a very casual release of the frontside momentum, you're going to have a casual spin. So I would say that this here is more of a very casual release. That casual release is why you're having trouble getting enough momentum for a front three, okay? Because the actual amount of spin you used there would have been perfect to just suck up your legs and land there switching right away. Now, same thing as before, quite extended in the air. So one thing that's going to improve that frontside 180 is really sucking that board up. It's going to make you look higher, and it's going to put you in a more compact position, better for grabs. Now, the other thing that grabs are going to do is when you get them, grabs, when they keep you compact, it's going to help you be able to spin those 360s, okay? So creating momentum off the lip, sucking up your legs. Now here we go with the backside shifty. Same thing as before, right as you leave, your chest is already open a little bit, which makes it hard to get that backside shifty. So if you go and watch the backside shifty video on Addiction Plus membership, go watch that and watch my shoulders as I take off for a backside shifty, okay? So if you can think about taking off aligned or even showing your back downhill, that'll give you the room to be able to tweak into that backside shifty. Okay, let's watch this through. a little kind of almost backside shifty butter almost. Here we go, front 3 again. Okay, same thing as got to create more momentum off that lip. So when I say create momentum, basically it comes down to that wind up and release with your arms and shoulders, wind up and release. You're going to have to release that momentum quicker to be able to get enough spin for a 360 on a small jump. This is quite a small jump. It's like, 5 to 10 foot from where you take off to land. Small jumps, you have to use more momentum. When you get onto the bigger jumps, you can relax that momentum. But right now, this is the right size jump for you for practicing front 3s, but you're going to have to use a little bit more effort to get it round. Backside shifty, more speed needed as well. And I know when it's slushy, it's hard to get the speed, but in general, you want to get over that knuckle all the way into the landing, and it's hard when it's a bit slushy. Here we go. I think this is the frontside 3, the closest one you get. So that one there is an example of you definitely using more momentum. So as you release off that lip, I could see it right there. See that wind up? You used your arms and shoulders just to create a bit more, and you released it a little bit quicker right as you went off the lip, which is why you got closer to a 360. I would call that about a 270, and that's why you got shaky on the landing, is because you really needed to get that board around. And you're getting there. This is going to come with practice. If you can work on sucking up those legs, getting smooth 180s, and then adding that little bit more wind up and release as you go off that lip, you will get these front 3s next season for sure. You're really close. All right. Okay. Same kind of stuff. Same kind of stuff. And I know it's hard to get the speed and spring, but you want to get as much speed as you can to get all the way over that knuckle. Right on. Dude, you're doing awesome. I know you're going to get these 360s really good next year. I'm looking forward to seeing them. Thanks for sending in your clip. This is Neville Atwood from Snowboard Addiction. Our goal is to improve your riding.